welcome to Yoga with YogiJay. Today we'll be doing a gentle Kripalu flow. I encourage you to find either 2 blocks if you have access to blocks. Otherwise, you could use books, you could use cushions. They're just a great way to help prop you up and bring the floor to you if you need to get down there. I'd also recommend using a blanket. I currently am sitting on mine. Any sort of blanket works great, but this is a great way to pad the knees, especially if you have any tenderness there. And what we'll be doing for today's video is you can take the blanket and laying it across the mat here. Anytime you do need to go onto your knees, you have it accessible and it's ready to go for you. I hope you enjoy. This is my first video that I'm ever doing, ever. And it took a lot of trial and error, but I hope this is helpful in soothing your nervous system and helping you to find just a little bit more peace in your day. Thanks for watching.
Start by finding a comfortable seated position on your mat. This can be done with either 2 blocks underneath the seat or sitting on a cushion in a cross-legged position. Gently close the eyes and begin to notice how you feel in this moment. Noticing any areas in the physical body that feel tense or tight, and anything that may be pulling your attention away from this moment. Bring your hands to your belly and begin to deepen your breath, inhaling to fill the belly, exhaling to soften. From this next inhale, begin to deepen the breath even further, filling not only the belly, but also the ribs. And you can take the hands to the edges of the rib cage if you're having any trouble feeling your breath flowing in and flowing out. And continuing to let your breath evolve and grow, eventually working your way to your full 3-part breath. Inhaling belly, ribs, and all the way up to the chest and collarbones. Exhaling chest, ribs, and belly. And again, if you are having any trouble deepening the breath today, you can bring the hands to the belly and to the chest so you can feel its movement all the way up and down the torso. And as you breathe here, start to link your mind to the movement of the breath. Feeling the rise and fall of pressure as you inhale and as you exhale. And any time the mind wanders today, which it will, gently acknowledge where it goes and come back to the breath again and again. On your next inhale, lift the arms out up overhead, reaching to the sky. And as you exhale, let the hands gently come back down along the torso. Inhaling, the arms lift out up overhead, lifting the chin, lifting the gaze. Exhaling, hands softly settling back along the sides of the body. Again, breath in, the arms lift, the chin lifts, the chest lifts, taking in the day. Exhaling, hands slowly melt back to the earth as the chin falls to the chest, rounding the spine. Moving like this a couple more times. And taking a moment as you finish this next exhale to shift off your blocks and finding a comfortable cross-legged position if not already there. Bring the hands to the knees, take another big breath in, and on your exhale, bring the right shoulder to the right knee, over to the left, and up and around, taking big full body circles as you move. And when you're ready to reverse those circles, moving in the opposite direction. Again, the shoulders reach to one knee, the body swings across the legs over and around, warming the low back and the hips. Finding center again, take a nice big breath in, arms lift back up overhead, and on your exhale, right hand falls, left arm reaches up and overhead. Inhaling to center to lengthen, exhaling to reach. Breath in to lift, and breath out to go to the other side. As you move to the next side, let the hand come down and the top hand reach over and then down towards the knee. So you start to get a little twist in your spine. Again, inhaling, arms lift, exhaling, arms fall. Your next breath in, lift both arms to the sky and gently let them come down to rest in your lap. Taking a moment to pause and integrate, noticing any subtle shifts from when you first landed on your mat. And then shifting onto the hips, coming up onto the hands and knees in a tabletop position. And as you inhale, start to drop the belly, lifting the tail to the sky. And as you exhale, the back of the heart reaches to the sky, the chin falls to the chest, and the tail drops, undulating the spine in and out through cat and cow. When you're ready, pressing into the left knee, extend the right leg behind, and on your exhale, draw the knee to nose. Again, inhaling, right leg extends, exhaling, pulling the knee to the nose. One more time, breath in to lengthen and reach, exhaling, drawing in, and pressing that right foot between the hands. As you come into a runner's lunge, you can lift up onto your blocks if you have them, and then starting to work in and out of your lunge. Inhaling, the right knee bends as the hips lower to stretch the hip flexors. Exhale, the right leg extends, the hips reach back, and the right foot lifts. Moving in and out a couple times here. And if you'd like, you can start to lift the hands as you come into your runner's lunge, right knee bending, arms lifting up overhead. If you'd like to take this further, when the right knee bends on the right ankle, You can reach the arms over sky, and as the hands come down, pressing into the foot to lift the hips and the back knee. Left knee bends, arms reach out up overhead. And on your exhale, hands float down, pressing through the right foot. Left knee lifts and the right leg extends. In and out at your own pace with your breath. Next time the hips lift up, you can walk the hands around the right foot, coming to face the wide edge of the mat. Toes turn to face the wide edge, and the body folds down into a wide-angled forward fold, breathing through the hips and the hamstrings, and feel free to wobble the hips gently side to side here. Feeling sensation shifting from one side of the groin to the other. And coming back up onto the blocks, walking the hands to the back of the mat, toes turn to pivot, finding a lunge on your left side. Left knee bends on top of the left ankle. As we did on the other side, starting to work your way in and out from your runner's lunge to your runner's stretch, with the left leg lengthening, hips reaching back towards the heel, and then the left knee bending, hips reach forward, and the arms lift out up overhead. Focusing on linking movement with breath. Inhaling into your lunge, arms lift out up overhead. Exhaling, hands to block, sliding the hips back. As we did on the other side, option to lift that back right knee as you come out of your runner's lunge, lengthening the left leg, pressing through both feet. Next time the hips lift up, pausing in your lunge, and then walking the blocks back to the wide edge of the mat. Toes turn to pivot, toes facing in, heels facing out at a slight angle. With a gentle bend in your knees, lift all the way up to standing, and on an inhale, arms lift out up overhead. On your exhale, right hand reaches down the right leg, left arm up and over. Inhaling to center and exhaling to reach to the other side. Flowing in and flowing out. Nice lateral stretches side to side. Next inhale, lift back to center, reach the arms up overhead, and hooking the thumbs, reach the fingers forward parallel with the floor, rounding the back, chin to chest. Breathing to the space between the shoulder blades as you reach out through the fingers, and then on your next inhale, lift back up, and on your exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward into your wide-angled position. Finding a comfortable place to breathe into the hamstrings for a moment. Reinstalling the breath if you've lost it. When you're ready, coming out of your forward fold, lifting back onto the blocks, and then taking the left block to the center of the mat, pressing into the left hand, right arm lifts to the sky, opening the chest. On your exhale, Let the right hand come back down to the block. Right block comes to center, pressing into the right hand. Left arm lifts. Big breath in to open. Long breath out to soften. On your next exhale, left hand down to the blocks, and then walking them back around to face the front of the mat. Left knee drops down, right knee stacked on the right ankle, and the right knee can come back to meet the left, finding yourself in a tabletop position, and then pressing the hips back to child's pose. When you're ready to exit child's pose, you can come forward on your mat and down onto your belly, removing the blocks out of your way. Take a moment to get comfortable down on your belly. Forehead or chin can rest on the mat, and the arms come down along the side body. Take a nice big breath in to prepare here, and on your exhale, begin to press the pubic bone down into the mat as you lift the chest. If you'd like to take this posture farther, you can press down and lift the toes off the mat. Finally, if available, the arms float to the sky in your locust or boat pose. Crown reaching forward, fingertips and toes reaching back. As you inhale, the belly presses into the floor, the chest lifts, and as you exhale, a gentle rock, engaging through the low back. On your next exhale, return back to the mat and take a moment to settle, feeling the effects of that gentle back bend. When you're ready, the right arm can reach out to the right side, rolling onto the right side body. Left hand comes into the center. Using the left hand as a support, press into the right hip and lift the feet up to the sky. With the right elbow bent, press down into the right elbow. If you'd like to take it further, the left arm can lift into your side boat. On your exhale, the left hand can come back down and the belly can roll back to the mat. Taking a second to integrate and then shifting to the other side. Using the left arm as a kickstand for the head, right hand as a kickstand for balance, pressing into the left hip. The feet lift off the mat, engaging the right side obliques, and if available, the right arm reaches to the sky, inside boat on the other side. On your next exhale, the right hand can come back to the floor, and you can roll over onto your belly. Taking a moment to pause here, and when you're ready, pressing into the hands and knees, using an exhale to engage the core and lift back to your child's pose. Take a moment to pause again, using the space to integrate and feel the effects of the practice. When you're ready, you can slowly roll up and crawl your way forward to gently roll down onto your back. Taking it slow, and when you land on your back, bending the knees and placing the soles of the feet on the floor close to the sit bones. Hands come down along the torso. Take a nice big breath in. And on your exhale, press down through the hands and the feet. Lift the hips. On your inhale, the hips lower down, the arms reach behind the head. And on your exhale, the arms reach forward, pressing into the feet to lift the hips. Taking a couple floating bridges, inhaling, the arms reach back. Exhaling, the arms reach forward to lift the hips. Taking a moment on this next one as you lift into your bridge to pause and sustain. And if it's comfortable, you can interlace the fingers under the body, rolling onto the shoulders. With every breath in, feel the pressure of breath rise through the feet, all the way through the quads, lifting the sternum to the chin, and as you exhale, softening and settling, rooting into your bridge. On your next exhale, you can release the interlace and slowly roll down onto your back, taking a moment to pause and then gently rocking side to side with the knees held by the arms in the chest. Getting a little gentle massage across the back body. And bringing the soles of the feet back to the floor, knees stay bent. Let the knees start to rock side to side, to the left and to the right, taking a couple gentle twists. As you find twist on the left side, your gaze can shift to the right, and you can take a couple breaths here, feeling the breath swirling around the spine, squeezing, and every exhale softening and settling as you relax and deepen into the stretch. When you're ready to go to the other side, lifting the knees back to center and letting them fall to the right. Gaze can shift to the left. Every inhale, pressure builds. Every exhale, softening and settling just a little deeper into your mat. And then bringing the knees back to center, extend the legs long on the mat. Feel free to make any adjustments you'd like to find your final relaxation. Taking a couple more conscious breaths in and conscious breaths out before you release all control, allowing the breath and the mind to shift into a fluid state. The floor beneath you supports you, and the body softens and relaxes into a state of bliss. And try to imagine every cell, every muscle fiber, every thought settling just a little bit more. And you can choose to stay here as long as you'd like today. When you are ready to come out and take gentle movements, you can slowly roll onto your side. And when you do decide to come back upright, take a moment to pause, to feel the effects of your practice, and to slowly re-enter back into your day. Namaste, and thank you.